here's the thing. Here's the thing with Jack Harlow. You know why Jack Harlow got all this hype, this and third, is that
The demographic.
yo, he's
'Cause
the
he's
break.
funny.
He's the break from the mold off the antisocial. You get me? Yo, how many albums and projects has motherfucking 42 Doug or ESTG dropped, and how many times they've been on the Breakfast Club? You know what I mean? Like again, just to put in comparison, I feel like Jack Harlow. People look at Jack Harlow as, yo, this is one of the guys who's gonna go the distance. You know what I mean? And I ain't gonna lie.
He's a
to you.
hometown hero. I feel like he's a hometown hero here at Bryce Louisville, bro, and that's what makes niggas fuck with him. Like
Hey,
other
what
niggas
about
from out of state.
Bryce? What about Bryce?
Jack Harlow, bro.
Right, like
He's
he's
cool
racist.
and stuff,
Yo.
but like Jack Harlow don't got the white boys lit like Yeek do.
Wait,
That's
hold
Yes,
on.
he do.
Yo, wait, no, hold on.
Nah,
I'm gonna be
Nah,
honest.
he got these white dudes lit like they acting different.
Yo, wait.
Hey,
Yo,
fam.
if you haven't listened, right? If you haven't listened to Jack Harlow's new project, don't speak on it. But I listened to it today because I was seeing too much stuff, and I'm listening to it, I'm like, yo, I want to like it. And I'm gonna be honest with you. I kind of got what they were saying because it surprisingly, even though I like First Class, I love First Class. I ain't gonna lie to you. Industry Baby was dope. Was popping was fire. This Churchill Down
Yup,
song,
is fire.
oh my God, I like it too. But I'm gonna be honest with you, and I don't know where this comes from. It's a little bit cringiness though. Like I'm listening to the songs and I'm like, he doesn't seem like a polished pro yet, which is one of those things where like I'm wondering if the album came too quick. And by the way, I know the label had to put out an album because he's too hot, but bro, I think he's still like even hearing him kind of, keep up with Drake. I feel like he's getting his legs under him, and I feel like this album kind of deflated the balloon, then added to it towards it. What do y'all think?
I feel like
It's
we
not
tried
better
to
than
make calls too
Sundown,
early.
though.
Like I
Sundown
feel like
was
we
a
tried
good
to.
album.
Only speak if you listen to
One
the
person,
album.
one
Though.
person.
Don't just be speaking out
My
the ass.
thoughts on that.
Do you think that he'll
My
pass
thoughts on the
Jay-Z?
album was a couple of songs were really dope. I really do like Jack Harlow when he's rapping and he's being himself. And now you could tell, like, oh, I'm really hot, I'm really popular. You could tell that he's getting like around different people. So it was like, all right, I got this. Then with First Class, I felt like he got this fire ass hook from Fergie. It brought so much nostalgia, and we all know how nostalgia worked. TikTok took off with it, but if you comparing it to what's popping, the verses was trash. Like, what? Nothing in the verse.
I feel
Even
like
when I'm hearing my white friends talk about it, it's nothing relatable in it. Like besides like the UPS
First
part.
Wait,
Class.
hold
But it's
on,
not the
Wale,
music, it's the
wait, hold on,
expectation.
Wale,
It's not the
hold on.
music.
Wait,
It's
wait,
what we
give me 1
expect.
second, give me 1 second, and I'll throw to whoever was speaking. This is also one of the things I heard, and I start to realize this just in hip hop. Well, I've always realized this, but they said Jack Harlow. It's not that he's whack, but there is no story that you're interested in, because he tried to rap like Drake, but he not saying nothing about his come up that is captivating us. So we're just listening to shit. We're like,
So Ak, you
Okay.
think that he's trash?
That's
Not
facts.
relatable.
That's
Okay,
facts. He don't
so-
got no
But he
story,
did it.
bro.
Well, he
No,
did
no,
do it
no.
on his
Listen.
mixtape Sundown. Like Sundown, you
Some
got that
people-
dude told you he was white.
Some people don't need content if they make it sound good. But I feel like we were gassing him too early type shit. Like I feel like we're always trying to call the next Drake type shit. And when it doesn't produce, everybody's like, oh, this nigga's trash. Like I think
Wait,
we should
what
just
you
be
mean
more
next
realistic.
Drake?
Yeah,
there's
niggas
never
never
been
gonna
a
play.
Not
Wait,
next Drake,
what
but you
you-
know how like Chance
There
was
could never
supposed to
be
be
a
the next
next
Drake
Drake.
because no, listen to what I'm saying, bro.
Whoever said
Because
Drake?
of because
let
of
him
how
finish,
you
let him
can brand him, not because he sounds like him. It's because you could brand him. Why Ak was saying he could be one of the biggest artists going forward. It's because of his look. He has all the white girls.
yo,
on
do
his
y'all
dick
think I
who will
overrated
sell
him?
out the shows? Like he has a good demographic.
Yo,
But it's
did
just
I
like-
gas him too much? Be honest. Cause
I feel like
spoke-
we gas.
I spoke highly of him. I'm like, yo,
gassed.
this the one. I said he's
No,
gonna
not
get
even
higher
you,
than
though.
Baby.
Well, to be
Just
honest, though, you only comparing him to yourself. You're not comparing him to the field right now. You're comparing him to himself in his last project. Of course, we
7
always
out
know
of 10
about
albums.
the sophomore
I'm-
slump. But if you
I
compare
feel
him
like
to
we're
other-
comparing
when
One
him.
mic, bro.
when you compare him to other artists, he's still better than most of these other niggas. All right.
On God.
Yeah, bro, I think he's a.
Yeah, because
I'm comparing him to the other white people. I feel like Yeet was better.
That's the
If
thing.
you talk about like right
When
now
you bring
this year.
up, when you bring up Yeet, you talking about a nigga that makes two different types of music. Let's
Hey,
keep
yo,
it
Ak.
in a reasonable conversation. When you talking about
audible.
when you talking about that nigga, Jack Harlow, there's not many artists of today that's making music that's well rounded, where it's relatable.
Yo,
That's
yo,
what I'm
yo, yo.
saying.
Jack
Yo,
Harlow
Jack
said one
Harlow
thing that's
better than
important.
Prince.
He said he is
Yo.
focused on making stadium music. And when he used that comparison, like that First Class shit might not be your favorite song, but you think Yeats Banger is about to play in a stadium or is about to play in a club that holds 1,500?
They're not playing
Oh
really.
no, man!
Let me
Yeats is the number one artist on TikTok. You got to remember that. That dude got like
let me
10
ask you a
songs
question.
that everybody
Yo,
used on
he's
their
the number
I
TikTok.
one
ain't gonna
artist
lie,
on
that poppy
TikTok,
come
but he
on no
sold
matter what. That
50,000.
shit going up.
And then you look at
Hey,
Jack
yo,
Harlow about to sell 120.
Hey, yo,
I
Act.
never heard a Yeet song in public, but
Facts.
Yo, Act.
Never.
You think he made the right move when he hopped on that Lil Nas X song?
Are you?
Yeah.
He
Okay.
needed that
Are you
feature.
thinking
That was a
effective?
W.
Bruh, hell yeah. Hell yeah.
I
Hell
think
yeah.
he made the right. I think he made the right business decision. He knows he's a white boy, so he's not gonna go underneath all the scrutiny that black rappers get. So he can hop on that song. All I
Well,
got to do is rap my ass off, and I'm good.
Yeah,
Well, that's kind of
Don't do
obvious
no
though.
such
yeah.
thing.
Is that NLE Shocker
I
talking?
mean,
Yo,
that's
yo,
the same
Man.
demographic of fans, so it works
Logical.
out
yo.
perfectly.
He did
like,
the right
Logic
thing
or
by
Jack?
hopping on the song. But here's the thing,
Damn.
because he's white, right? And I don't know if y'all know any white boys like this in y'all crew, right? Like when he with y'all, he kind of seemed like he one of the boys, but when he with the white people, he's white. You get what I mean? Like he's fluid. Drake is kind of like that too. You ever hear Drake talk to white people versus Drake talking to niggas? Drake talk to niggas in pure slang. Drake talk to white people. You ever heard when they interview him at the Raptors game? That nigga speaks so fucking well, you wouldn't even know if he's black. Now, here's the thing with Jack Harlow. He's doing everything good. Here's the only thing he fucked up with. The album don't grip and don't relate to the niggas. Like we looking at it like, bruh, this ain't it. You
But
get
that's
me?
gonna be
I
the case with
disagree.
every
Yo,
I
white
disagree.
But that's
artist.
the
And he
thing.
taking all the niggas home. Man.
Ag, you know that's the thing though. I don't look to Jack Harlow to relate to me. I go to niggas like J. Cole and fucking Kendrick to relate to me, not fucking Jack Harlow.
Well, I
Why would
think
you
his
look to
goal
Jack
is to
Harlow
be like that though.
Even the white people
I-
saying that it's
Yo,
mid. So
I
whenever
think his
if
goal.
it's on
think
people
his
saying that
goal.
it's mid, what
But
you got
Mike,
to
let's
say?
be
No,
real.
if
Mike,
it's-
Yo,
you know
his
the white on
goal,
white
if
hate
you
is
ask
real.
me, is to be. If you ask me, his goal is to be closer to what a motherfucking J. Cole is. Just he missed, and the reason why I think he missed, I don't think he's that skilled yet, bro. He's really like
Right.
3 years in the game. I think he's gonna get better. So again, I think
3
his
years?
sales
Wait,
don't
what?
match his skills. For the
bro, he's been
quality
in the
album
game.
I
He's been
heard,
rapping since he was 15.
Yeah. You
Y'all
gotta
know what
remember,
he
like
means.
Jack Harlow was on songs with Sci-Hi the Prince, like killing it with
Oh yeah,
Sci-Hi.
I
Ag,
remember
you
that
don't
song.
need. Listen, you don't need a story if you make it sound good. I feel like people just don't like the way the shit is sounding.
wait, just.
I
Like,
mean,
Yo,
he
just,
doesn't
give
have
me an
really
example.
good album.
Like,
Just,
There's a lot of
give me an
people who
example.
don't have
Give me an
stories.
example. I need an example. Just.
Hey, yo, Act.
Tell me somebody
Act.
who makes it sound
Let me tell
good.
you.
Yo, let him
Just.
finish. Huh?
Let him talk, y'all.
Just. Give me an example of who makes it sound good. We don't care about the story. Tell me.
I feel like a lot of the people where it's sound driven, like Gunna is fire as shit. He has somewhat of a story. Like he's been
Bro,
talking
he's
a
a
little bit
swag
more. but,
rapper.
like,
Yo,
you
Gunna's
really-
a swag rapper. Like this nigga is trying to kick bars. It's different if you're just
but
rapping
that's
about
why
Da
I feel like
Vinci
we're
and
gassing him up a little, like because he made like catchy type songs where he's rapping a little bit, but we're putting him on like look at who he's been seen with, look who's been standing next to type shit. I feel like when people see that, they start expecting greatness. I don't think it's
no,
all
it's
the
because he's
music,
rapping
bro.
alongside Drake and he's trying to kick bars like Drake. So it's innate that we're gonna think that
Drake ain't
he's
got
trying to
no
get
Yeah,
that
but
lane.
but who is
the
that?
hell
Is
off
that
on
on
that
him
Drake
or is that on
feature.
us?
No, it's on
Jack Harlow
him. He
should
should
have
have.
just dated
That's on
Lizzo and
him.
got the Lizzo feature.
I
He would
think
have been
that's on
golden.
us because we're putting the expectation
This
into
nigga
him. It's not
wild
like
as fuck.
he's trying to
bro.
like.
But in the whole album, he explains that like he wants to be in that like that category. Like he talks about how he wants to step up to that plate. So
Of
if
course, everybody would
that's it.
want to.
I know, but that's the expectation he's giving himself. So why wouldn't we give him
Also,
that
if you're
But
gonna be
I
100%
feel, bro, do
though,
you not think people start feeling themselves in the way people treat them? I feel like he started getting treated great this year. He's been around people that he hasn't been around, and we see that too. So our brains are thinking, this nigga is next up. Like he's coming with some shit. And when it doesn't deliver,
feeling the
that's when we're
pressure.
all with
but
our
let's
heads
be,
down
but let's be
and
real though.
calling
He's
it mid.
already in the next up bracket because the nigga sold over 100K, and also we gotta remember it's the
Who?
white effect. It's the white effect.
Who
Okay.
sold over 100K?
Harlow.
Jack?
Oh,
On his first project?
No, this
No.
project hard to get.
Well, yeah, we didn't get it yet. Clearly, he's probably going to.
Yo,
That's not even a probably. It's projected 180. You're not gonna drop 80,000.
Hey, do y'all want me to tell
Shit,
y'all
the
the
way
industry
we're
talk
talking
about Jack
it, we
Harlow?
seen Roddy. Not that Roddy is Jack
But
Harlow.
Roddy wasn't projected 180, bro. It's a difference.
He was projected pretty high.
Yo,
But
let
I hear what you're
Ak
saying.
talk. Let Ak talk.
Yo, real quick. I'm gonna tell you the industry talk on Jack Harlow. This is the industry talk. This is people now on his label. This is other executives. I had a conversation with an executive not too long ago, probably about 3-4 months ago, and we're talking about who's going to be like the next, new school of this rap shit. Who's going to be the guy running it? And it was like, yo, let's come up with like a list of people, just like how there was Kendrick, Cole, Drake, Wale, and those people of that era. Let's come up with a list now. And I was thinking, I'm like, all right, cool. We got to throw like Lil Baby in it, blah, blah, blah. And really, they wanted to make it like 4 people, right? And I forgot who the other people were, but I remember when they said Jack Harlow, and I was like, this is before like he even, this is only what's popping's out at this point. I'm like, what the fuck? But I'm gonna be honest with you, the industry opinion on Jack Harlow is that he is the guy. I'm telling you right now, the same type of expectations they were putting on Chance the Rapper that he didn't live up to, they're putting it on Jack Harlow. I'm telling you.
He knows how to move in the room.
Also, it's not like it's unwarranted though. The nigga makes good music. And again, this whole conversation, we only been comparing him to himself. Nobody's really comparing him to another artist.
No,
a lot of
people that he came out in 2021. That's
I mean, I would compare Jack Harlow. I would compare Jack Harlow to like a baby.
He sounds like Drake.
You got to compare Jack Harlow.
Bro, he's like a
sound like Drake, bro.
He's a watered down version of Drake, bro. That's the whole
exactly.
He's not unique, bro. Besides Jack Harlow and Yeet, you do got the Killer Roy. That's like the only other white nigga.
He's all by
that nigga a singer.
He a pop star at this point.
Yeah, pop star, bro. That nigga not no rapper.
Y'all niggas talk about rappers, but you don't talk about Baby Tron.
Yo, this is what I think about Jack Harlow's project.
But I don't think he white.
Yo,
isn't Baby
Tron way better than Jack Harlow?
Who is to be blamed for Jack Harlow's project getting this criticism? I look at
DJ Drama.
I look at Drama and Cannon, and I say, yo,
Drama, it was just that.
Yo, hold on, let Ak talk. Y'all niggas keep on talking over him.
No. I'm gonna throw it to y'all and say, here's the thing. I blame Drama, right? And I blame Drama, and I say this, yo, Drama, and Drama, Cannon, Lake Sheezy, they gotta make sure this project fulfills expectation. There's so much expectations going into it. I understand, and I'm not gonna knock him too much for not meeting it. Bro, you got to realize he was in Uzi's shadow for like 2 years. He's really only had like a year and a half where he's outside of Uzi's shadow and he's that dude. Now we're expecting, I don't know, like Take Care from the motherfucker, right? Bro, a lot of people would admit that Drake maybe didn't come with the best rendition of what we feel Drake is when we first had those, assumptions on his career. I'm saying I think we should give him some more time. What do y'all think?
Of course.
Facts. And bro, I don't think
the sophomore slump is a real thing. Like we all know that. And again, we're not comparing him to the field. We're only comparing him to himself, which is a great thing.
Are we really his demographic though? I feel like some white people are saying it too, but I feel like they're just trying to get the white girls that are in love with his look, and like so it'll just sell out crowds anyway, and he can make his money. Like I feel like we're really not his crowd.
To be honest, I don't think we can really gauge him as if, like, you got to understand he's white, so you can't gauge him like you gauging niggas. You know what I'm saying? That's just straight up. It's not going to be the projection are not going to come out the same.
Like, nah, we can though. He talking about young niggas got chopsticks and shit. I don't know.
No, that's fine. He can talk about whatever. It's not going to be received the same because he's not going to be in the same. Like, he's not viewed the same on a worldwide scale. You see what I'm saying? Like,
I see this a bunch in the chat. Yo, I see this
honestly the first polished white rapper since fucking Mac Miller. Mac Miller wasn't that polished.
Wait, I see this a bunch in the chat, right? Okay, some people are saying, and I want y'all to either agree or disagree. So we're going back to about like 2016. Is Jack Harlow or is Jack Harlow, getting because some people are saying, yo, when Tory was start making some noise, Tory was better than Jack Harlow is now, but Tory wasn't white. So I see people in chat saying, yo, Tory was better than Jack now when Tory at one point was going at Drake. Remember
It has
that?
nothing to do with him not being
Wait,
white.
what?
Definitely.
Well,
Yes,
again,
Why are
it
we
was better
comparing
than
Jack
Jack
Harlow to
Harlow,
Tory
of course.
Lanez?
but that's a weird thing to compare because again, you talking about a nigga who's standing next to Drake
You can say that
on,
about so
on a
many
yacht
people.
versus a nigga who was beefing with Drake at the moment in time.
Facts.
That's true. That's true.
Wait,
And Tory was
what
always
about
on his
Tory
slow
Eminem?
also
grind
from a
type shit.
shit.
And then also, let's be real, Tory, not only was he beefing with a nigga, he made a nigga end up like be cool with him, like somehow, some way that ended up happening. So
And Tory always been on this slow grind. Like he was never like just fucking
that kind
go
that
straight
kind
to
of
fame. Like he
that speaks to how talented Tory is because he was dead like doing a lot of weird stuff to get Drake's attention at one point in time, and then he actually was cool. Now they play basketball together.
Plus,
Yeah,
Tory
Drake.
was
That's
sounding
like
like
the
got beat
only.
up for sounding like another nigga. So you
That's
can't
like the
compare it,
only
bro.
beef Drake dropped.
Yeah.
No, I ain't gonna lie. Jack is gonna be such an interesting person in like just how all this turns out. It's like, yo, the reason why I was one of those streams I was chatting, bro. I was like, yo, this dude gonna
yeah,
be
you be
bigger
doing
than.
that shit sometimes.
Nah, but
Yeah, him
honestly,
bigger
I
than Lil
believe it
Baby is
though.
crazy.
Yo, put it like this. I feel like the proof of concept that he already established is so little that imagine if this album was even lukewarm. Like niggas is trashing and saying it's garbage. But if niggas was like, yo, oh, I ain't gonna lie, it's not bad. Bro, they would have sent that dude to the moon.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna be honest. Is the album
That's a
really fire?
fact.
Because I haven't heard it, bro. I still,
Bro, I'm
I
gonna be
still
honest.
haven't
Yo,
heard it.
Bro, he
I'm
doesn't
listening to
switch
the
his
album
flow at all,
today.
bro.
Yo,
It's
I'm
just him
listening to the
talking on
album
beats. I
today,
swear to
and
God.
I want to
Boring.
like it so bad, bro. But there's certain songs that I feel like, just like if you in that community, and when I mean that community is like, yo, you understand like what's lit and what's popping, and you know you could just tell, be like, that ain't it. Ah, man, I ain't gonna lie, like it's
Like
tough.
compared, not gonna lie though, compared to like his last album was cool, but his mixtape in 2019, that's when I really got on to him. Like,
What mixtape was that?
I like, oh, hold up, let me look it
I
up
think
real quick.
it
'Cause I
was
can't.
the Sundown mixtape. That was the one that people was like, all right, he really that
Oh
guy.
yeah, no, it was the Confetti mixtape. The Confetti
Yeah,
mixtape.
Confetti. Yeah, that had the song Sundown on there.
That like I'm not gonna hold you. I literally it was. I remember back in 2018, I found this nigga off Instagram. Like literally, I saw a snippet. It was on a post. I'm like, who the fuck is this? I looked it up. I looked up the song on YouTube. I'm like, yo, this nigga fired. I fuck with him. And then I had saw this was the first when he was up and coming. I had saw like a freestyle of him with him and DJ Drama and whatchamacallit with Sway. Bro, that I ain't gonna lie. I was like, yeah, this nigga song. And that's back when I was in high school too. So I'm just
I mean,
now
is he rapping
learning
the
what he doing.
exact same? Because like people can just get used to the same shit, or is it
Yeah,
like
like back then, like he kind of had that. Bro, somebody mute whoever the fuck that is.
Oh
Damn.
shit, my bad.
But no, but like I was saying, I'm like when I first heard him when I was young, I'm like, this nigga got some swagger to him. I'm fuck with him. I
But
ain't
you know
really
when
like I
shit
said.
get when shit get played out and you hear it so many times where it's just like, all right, this shit is not fire no more.
For like Jack Harlow, he ain't really played out to me like that. I feel like I feel like he still got some more ways to come up.
Wait, hold on.
Man,
Let me
fuck
throw
that.
this
Man,
monkey
come
wrench
on,
into
bro.
it
Get
though.
to the beans and
Let me throw
potatoes,
this
bro.
one
Things
monkey
are
wrench into it
popping,
for
bro.
everybody who's talking about him. Here's the thing: Drake rarely misses when he starts. Like you see when Drake got on the track with
Okay.
Baby. It was kind of almost annoying to them as, oh, this is one of the young niggas who gonna be controlling shit. When he did the same thing with Dirk, you seen what it is. Very different than when he hopped on a track with Block Boy or even Young Blue. Like with those two rappers, it felt like he kind of touched them and he was just like, yo, these guys, they're gonna be the wave under me. You get me? And I fuck with them.
I mean, I feel like Baby and Dirk already had waves and they were gonna get lit. And
Yo, the type of
Blue
track
and what's
he
it
did,
called? Drake was literally just stealing the song because he fucking loved the shit.
But here's the thing: the type of track he did with Jack Harlow, you don't do if you're just trying to drop off a stimulus package. He did a track with Jack Harlow, like Jack Harlow was a nigga he respected, just like how Wayne did Ransom with him back in the day.
You got to be very mindful. Drake, when he does a feature with you on that type of level, he's preloading the fact that he's gonna continue to do features with you.
Yeah.
Yo, Act, do you believe that
I
it was
like
a
Drake
full
is
verse?
rap for sure.
That's what
you
niggas
know
are
what
saying. Like the verse was old, the way he was dissing Pusha T.
Hey, you
Hey,
know what I
Yeah,
think?
no.
I think it more
Old would
depends
be
on.
this. Old would be 2018. I don't think he recorded that in 2018. I don't think he was thinking about Jack Harlow in 2018. I think that verse is less than a year old.
yo, going back to what somebody else said, like Jack Harlow is gonna be the next Drake. How can Jack Harlow be the next Drake when Drake is not really that impactful as in like in the rap game?
I'm
Yo,
not. I'm
Rich,
not
Shut up,
saying that.
bro.
I'm
Rich,
saying what
What?
people are
Shut
yo,
up,
saying.
we
bro.
don't gotta
What
go
you
back
say?
and
I'm
forth,
talking
bro.
about
Good
like
question.
you can't
Rich,
didn't
Rich,
people sound.
Rich, 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 stop it. Niggas started rapping with niggas since Drake, bro. You can't say he's not influential. You sound like a hater. Just stop it. Stop
I'm
hating.
not a
If you
hater.
can have, if
No,
you
you
I'm
can
sound like a
not
have
hater.
a hater.
music history,
We
bro,
not
like
we not gonna do that. We're not gonna that's just that we're not gonna do that.
Yo, I have one for academics. Yo, Ak.
What's good?